Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. I'm glad you could all join me. We are here with Forte and Crowbar. Hey guys.
Hello.
Hello, how are you?
Hello. So guys, if anything's wrong with the audio levels or anything like that, just let me know. We're just, I'm experimenting a little bit again, so all this new stuff built for my stream. That's why things weren't working very well earlier, but I think we got it working now. And we have preseason week 2, group 39 here. And I think this is going to be a really lit group. I was looking through the list of groups to cast, and this one jumped out at me. So let's have a look at the list of players. So we've got here Attentat, or however you pronounce his name, Inkjet, Ash Inkjet, Veer, the famous Brood War caster, then Bojack, Grast, and oh wait, that's it. Yeah, that's all of them. And I think this is going to be a really good group. These are all really high-level players, some of the best in CPL. So guys, what do you think? Any matchups that are jumping out at you?
I like that there is a very few Protoss matchups.
Yeah.
So it looks good.
I'm sorry for Refrigerator. Refrigerator clearly very disappointed in chat. There's only one Protoss player. Yeah, unfortunately we only had one game from Grast. You know, that's just preseason. Not all the games get played, but I think we're gonna have, like, we've got 3 CPTs and 3 CVZs. So it's gonna be interesting.
Oh boy, Zerg galore.
Yeah, Nightcat asking, like, are all the winners listed on the left side? No, these are all just these are just in alphabetical order, so that's why. Oh, Kakaru9. Oh. Yeah, you stayed in the game with nothing left. I remember I really wanted to kill you during the FFA because you beat me in preseason. Yeah, yesterday there was a free-for-all in the Artosis stream, and I was taking part in that for the first time. And Kakaru9 was there as well. Unfortunately, I couldn't kill him. But, yeah, that's how it goes. It's all about surviving as long as possible in a free-for-all, right? Okay, so let me see if I can get the game started. So our first game is going to be Attentat versus Inkjet. Someone tell me how to pronounce Attentat? Attentat?
Sure, I think it might be Attentat.
Attentat, yeah, that makes sense.
It is for sure one of the 2 versions you tried.
Yes.
But I don't know which one.
I'm gonna see if I can turn off the music here. Turn on the StarCraft music. There we go. Now we're in the mood. So all matches are gonna be on Eclipse. Let me just switch over here.
How do you guys feel about Eclipse?
I like it.
I kinda don't. I don't
That's
like
it?
mini ramps.
That's all
And
you have to say, is just I like it.
All right.
feels like everyone gets free expansions except for Terrans here.
Well, Terran doesn't need expansions, let's be honest. In
Yeah,
the sorry, in the top right corner we've got Ash Inkjet. And who wants to introduce the other player?
I'll do it because there's a Zerg and I like Attentat. Down in the bottom left corner, our Zerg player representing with the BSL tag. It's Attentat.
So let's have a
so
look
far
at what these players are
from
going.
both sides.
Sorry guys. It's
Nice.
it's. I thought, like, well, there's a little bit of space so I can say something, but no, that's the wrong way to think about casting.
Yeah, I mean we should just get used a bit to each other, and it will be fine.
Alright, so Dada, what were you about to say?
Oh, I don't even remember. It's probably not important. I'm probably just gonna fill up the cast and say something like, I wonder what's going to happen. I wonder what Billy's gonna do.
I wonder what build the Zerg is gonna do.
Yeah, I
We
wonder.
need an Overlord.
Wonder which
We
way
need
the
some
Overlord's going.
drones.
The Overlord's going in the correct direction. If
Just
there's
made
only
another
two.
drone.
Need another drone.
There is no
yeah.
early pool, so
No?
that's the important thing.
Yeah,
Beat.
that's true. Oh, and look at
Looks
this.
Standard.
In the Terran base, the gas is being taken.
Yeah. That's interesting.
Crowbar, tell us a little bit about that. You're the Terran player here.
So gas means that it will probably be 1-1-1 or mech. And I like those games because I really don't like the standard bio play versus Zerg. It feels weak to me. I don't know. I'm just bad with marine control. And you need to be really like fast and precise for that to work. And I'm mostly
Right.
here to learn as well. Let's see how Inkjet can like what strategy he brings to beat the Zerg.
By the way, notice
Interestingly
that's.
enough, take it away, Dada. Go ahead, please. Do it.
I was just gonna say that the drone actually managed to walk around the SCV, so actually managed to get in like a little bit. Maybe the Terran couldn't quite see the drone coming and deny the scout. But
So there is
yeah,
a
please go
proxy
ahead.
factory from Terran.
Yes.
That's interesting already.
So this should test the responses of Zerg because, well, there's not really anything left out there to scout except that Overlord that's just kind of hanging on the ledge there. That's not going to see a Vulture that comes in, so will a Tentat actually be prepared for this quick Vulture coming in from the proxy?
Well, the drone actually did manage to get all the way into the base, and he saw the gas, so I think he's probably going to be expecting
all
this.
Okay.
Okay, I see first vulture. I don't see a starport yet, so maybe it will be CC now. Oh no, there is a starport, so it is 1-1-1. And there is a sunken building, so I think vulture won't do much.
Yeah, the sunken timing here is very good from a Tentat, and for any aspiring Zerg player in the chat, if you do happen to scout a quick gas like this, it's a good idea to put a sunken colony down at your natural. And this is why. Well, actually, no damage done with this vulture.
Yeah, it managed to sneak to main, but died with are those with speed already? I missed.
That is. Those are speed Zerglings already.
Yeah, the Zerglings actually ran into the main and didn't get anything done, which was a bit weird.
Oh, I missed that.
Yeah.
As far as I know, speed Zerglings beat vultures without speed easily, so. But there are no more vultures.
Yes. That's generally the case, I would agree.
Being a bit wasteful with these Zerglings, I think. Didn't really get much done. Reduced the marine count only by a few.
Yeah, I feel like it might have been a little bit better to just camp them right outside the nat. That way you can peek and see if there's any movements coming from Terran if they decide to move out.
Yeah, Albert pointing out that probably saw the starport.
And the first race is out, but
Yeah,
Muta will be out soon as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
there's
mean, this
nothing
spire
here at the
timing's
moment.
really good.
It looks like just one base play from Inkjet. Don't see CC anywhere.
Oh no. Tentat was actually supply blocked before the spire popped. I was wondering, because I was clicking on the eggs to see what he was hatching, and it was all Overlords.
Oh, that's painful, yeah. There will be a couple more dead overlords before Muta appears.
Inkjet pulling out the Wraith here, getting chased and move-shotted by a Tentat here. Very nice with the Mutalisk micro. I don't think he's going to be able to get that back in time. Wow,
Oh,
just by a
God.
couple hairs.
Hmm.
So let's take
Is
stock
it
of
normal
where we're
for
at.
Zerg to not take third by now? Is
Well,
it because Terran doesn't have natural?
yeah, exactly.
Man, 2 Mutalisks don't kill anything quickly.
No, no. It really takes like minimum 5 to do any effective harass. 7 versus Terran, really, because that's the minimum threshold to one-shot an SCV, right?
Yeah. It looks pretty rough, to be honest, for Inkjet because he only has one irradiate, right? And
I don't
then
know.
just Marines and turrets.
Depends on how good the controls here. There's our first irradiate already. It needs to separate.
Oh.
It does a pretty good job.
Very nice split.
Very nice indeed.
Yep. But now it's just Marines.
And they're not even +1 Marines.
And yeah, the range is not done yet.
They are now.
Scary.
Yes, +1 just finishing in time.
I like this from a Tentat, committing a lot more of the larva to Zerglings. See if we can get a nice surround on this Terran army and kill. That
This
might
many
be a
Zerglings.
cut move.
Yeah, this is very
Yeah.
dangerous for a Terran.
Yeah, indeed. I like that Inkjet backed up too. I think that's very conservative, and that's probably going to keep him in the game.
All right, here we go.
Guess we'll
Let's
find
see.
out.
Oh, the Marines, they weren't
No, no
firing
way,
for a
no way.
moment. Oh my god. They get absolutely massacred.
Yeah.
Oh my
GG.
god. Wow. Wow, yeah, it's like Wolfix says,
Impressive.
the Marines were actually on move command there for a moment, so they didn't fire. That's
Yeah,
really a
also,
shame.
good show of killer instinct by a Tentat.
Let me just mark the score here. So, 1 for Attentat.
So maybe winners are on the left.
Yeah. Oh wait, this is the wrong game. Let me actually go the same way as the list. So that means the next game is going to be a CVZ. Attentat versus Veer, the famous Brood War caster. Yeah, just thinking about that last game, like, I think maybe this is why they say that the 1-1-1 is quite a dangerous build. I suppose if the Marines hadn't been on move command, they would have been able to do a lot more damage to those lings, and maybe it would have held, but still, it looks quite dangerous. Yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think?
My honest opinion, I don't. Even if they were on a perfect attack command, I think a Tentat was still taking that.
Yeah, it was a very dangerous attack, and Zerg has the ability to just pump out so many units at once in situations like that. And yeah, he had only 2 factories, two barracks, and the second barracks came pretty late. Yeah, there's some dangers in that build, I guess.
Yeah, it was also kind of an all-in, I guess, because there was no second base.
Yeah, I don't know. You're the 1-1-1 player, right, Crowbar? At least you've been experimenting with it a little bit, I think.
Yeah, I was experimenting with it and losing mostly, so I wouldn't call myself a 1-1-1 player.
Alright.
So all the intricacies are, they can be explained by Wolfix in the chat, I guess.
Yeah.
He's the expert.
Yes. Okay, well, let's get into this CVZ. It's gonna be the clips, as usual.
You know, I think I recall having a conversation with Whip where he said in order to be successful as 1-1-1, you can't lose your units. And that makes a lot of sense, actually. If you think about controlling your vultures and your wraiths.
In the top right corner, just to introduce the players for a moment, and we can continue back to this. It's Fear, famous Brute Warcaster and CPL player. And in the bottom left corner, it's Nam, then Tats, the Nam clan. So you must know him then, Crowbar. I mean, outside of CPL,
yeah.
I mean.
I know that he's in Gnome clan. That's about it.
Okay.
Basically, I'm not very active.
Well, I mean,
in
everyone's in
Gnome.
Nam clan, right?
Feels
Yeah.
that way.
My problem is that I am from Europe, and all the fun stuff is usually in American time, in Gnome. Majority are from USA and Canada, I think. So I don't get to meet a lot of people.
So,
So,
look at this.
Overlords,
Attentat
both
main
players,
Overlords, yeah.
drones, both players, probably all the way up to 12.
I guess they're...
So far, mirror match, yeah.
Yeah, I guess they're both... Oh no, there's the pool. I was gonna say maybe they're gonna make a hatch, but... It is gonna be 12 pool from both players.
So that would mean they are expecting opponent to go 9 pool, right? And they sort
Yeah.
of take advantage of that by defending with 11 pool.
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
It's
yeah,
also just a very
perhaps.
nice, safe build. It's just a little bit better than
Yeah.
Overpool, I think, on this map.
Yeah, I think the 12 pool expand it's just robust. You know, you can't really go wrong with it unless your control really sucks. And the reason why I say that is because if you go 12 pool and you pop your first pairs of links up to 6 zerglings, and your opponent goes 9 pool speed and his speed kicks in faster than yours, he can out micro you. So if your control is rough, yeah, it can be a little dicey, but overall, it's a very good economical build that you can branch out in just about any direction you want.
Beer actually he had a very slightly more greedy version of the 12 pool. Attentat, making I think 1 extra drone before making the hatch, and he also went lair first, whereas Attentat went speed first. Yeah, CVC on Eclipse is kind of interesting, I think, because you don't have cross spawns, you don't have long distance spawns. You always find out what your opponent is doing pretty early on, so you never have those games where you have uncertainty about what's going on and you have to kind of make a guess about what to do.
Yeah, and that might be a circle right back into 12 pool, being a nice, solid, robust build that you can just rely on. Perhaps that's the reason why they both chose this build.
Yeah. Looks like speed just finished for both players. Actually, I don't know. Maybe, is it possible that they could have cancelled speed because... Oh no, there it is, sorry. Yeah, as I was wondering, like, in this situation, you could choose to just stay back and defend a bit, but Attentat opting to get aggressive, and Beer is almost ready with his Sunken Colony, so let's see if he can do any damage here.
Okay, this is good, getting a little bit of a preemptive burst in here. Able to focus that Sunken down. There's still more links from Attentat.
All the
Oh,
links
looks like
taken out now.
GG? Does it?
Yeah, he can attack the eggs now and kill these circlings as they come out, so he's gonna have to fight with drones. That's a very nice drone drill, but I don't think it's gonna be enough.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
looks like a disaster for Beer.
Yeah, I mean, he's trying his best. He's doing a very good drone drill, actually, but Yeah, once those lings run out, it's just impossible to defend. Drones are very bad against lings. There it is, GG. Yeah, that was a very quick, knockout, and yeah, I feel that this is like one of those matches where you just identify the most minute. How do you say it? Like the tiniest bit of opportunity to do some sort of damage with your build and taking advantage of it, which Attentat did very well there.
Yeah, it looked like Wolfix was a bit greedy. He had like 4 drones more.
Wolfix? Here, you mean?
Oh, sorry. There.
No, he's in the chat. He's gonna get mad at you.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
Wolfix, you
I'm
suck
at
at Zerg.
Yeah. He'd be greedy in a CVC when the other guy's got speed. Alright, so we've got our second CVC of the night. It's Attentat versus Bojack. We're getting all of Attentat's games out of the way just because he's alphabetically the first. And, so yeah, let's see. This is going to be Eclipse again, and let's see how the builds play out here.
It's always going to be Eclipse, man. It's always going to be Eclipse.
It's always Eclipse. You know, the CPL 9 map pool is just Eclipse. We don't have any other maps.
Just different versions of Eclipse, like 1-1, 1-2,
Yes.
1-0. That's nice.
Right, we've got BSL Attentat in the top right corner. And Bojack in the bottom left. Bojack having a very relaxed, his APM is going up now, but he was like around 100 APM just now. Really chilling, just trying to hit his build at the right time.
Don't listen to him, chat. APM, it means nothing.
Yeah. Oh,
Nothing,
sorry,
I tell you.
The replay window was visible there for a second. I always forget about that. So let's see what they're gonna do.
I'm guessing it will be 11 pool again.
Well, I think there's gonna be a 9 pool
Aren't you
from,
exotic?
from my Attentats. This is a 9 pool.
Okay, yeah, that's interesting.
Take the gas, cancel it, or keep it. He's gonna keep it.
Yeah, if he keeps it, that's 9 full speed.
9 pool speed is, I think, just about the most aggressive you can do in this matchup. It doesn't really make much sense most of the time to go for an even quicker pool. Because basically all the quicker pools, you will still have links to defend it in with like a 9 pool or even an over pool usually.
Correct, yeah. Especially disincentivize that on 4-player maps. It's just nonsense.
Yeah.
The earliest you go is 9. At least in this matchup.
And the expand coming up from Bojack. So if he can fight back against the first links, and I think he should be able to, then he will have a better economy, but also, more importantly, I think he will have more larva to do something with.
Correct.
But will he have to give up the hatchery at the bottom?
Oh,
Or
look,
no?
Attentat's actually banking up the... He's actually hiding the links in his natural. But the Overlord is not even there yet, so... Oh, he's gonna try to run them past.
Well, he gets them past. That's
Yeah.
outside the Overlord's vision.
But that's good, because you actually, like... You kind of expect to see the links coming if it's an early pool. But I think Bojack's gonna be fine. He has links of his own, and... Yeah, you see the other links now.
Honestly, I feel like this game is going to come down to Attentat's speed. Okay, Bojack pulls. the 2 drones that helps against the 9 pool here. Puts them to fight. Battle drones, yes.
Wow, 2 links actually survive.
Alright. Not too bad. They're both injured links too, so they can't really effectively harass if Bojack drills properly. There we go.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
very
no
nice
problem.
drone drill. Yeah, I don't think he's gonna get this hatch under any circumstances now.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, this is basically completely held now. But
Speed
that
kicks
is,
in for Bojack.
yeah, and he's still rallying down links.
Well, he has to if he's in this position. If you
Yeah.
go 9 full speed, that's basically an all-in.
But his Spire is going down first for Attentat, so he will be able to get his Mutas out a little bit more quickly.
Yeah, it's a good catch and a good point.
Crowbar's trying to think of something to say.
Yeah, I have no idea what happens in CVZ. But in this situation, if you are Bojack and you just start building links non-stop instead of drones and sending them to Attentat, don't you win? Or at least force Sunkens and stuff? Because you have 2 hatcheries versus 1, right? Or
Yeah,
it doesn't work like that.
Yeah, it comes down to larva count a lot of the time, so
yeah, it does. But I think in this case, I think you can defend. If you see this coming, you build a sunk. I think you can hold it off for long enough to get your Mutas out. But I'm not sure. It's a tough matchup. It's hard to make these judgment calls. I mean, maybe he could have just done a Ling all in.
well, theoretically, you're both correct. Crowbar's right. Bojack could spend all of his larva on speed wings and just overwhelm the 1 base 1 hatch Attentat. But, you know, at the same time, you could wait
GG.
out the tech. Here we have the GG, yeah, if it doesn't work out, you know, your opponent's on 2 base, they have much more larva. The real advantage that you get from going 9 pool speed is your speed kicks in faster than your opponent.
GG.
GG, GG.
So that's a nice win for Bojack. Just kind of defending very nicely. Let me update the scoreboard in a second. Oh, look at this. Not all the winners are on the left side. Some of them are on the right side. Okay, so now we have a game that Crowbar actually has something to say about. It's gonna be a ZVT. Bojack versus Ash Inkjet.
Nice. I hope it's a gas opening again.
Yeah, that's gonna be interesting to see if we're gonna see that 1-1-1 again. And yeah, let's get into it. Alright, in the top right corner, it's Inkjet, current player. And in the bottom left corner, it's Bojack, Zerg player we just saw in the TVZ.
And
Do you
it is
think,
what, 4 pool?
Yeah, well, yeah, that's important for sure. I think Eclipse is a good map for 1-1-1, but I also think you have to wall off.
Yeah, well, it didn't matter previous game that much. At least the wall in main wouldn't matter. Maybe a wall in natural.
But out of principle, you know.
Yeah, I think so. That's what I've been told. Because to stay more safe, you know, while you lack units.
Yeah, that's the idea.
But yeah, my experience playing 1-1-1 was not that good. I think it really relies on like perfect execution and walking out on time with some big threats. And I'm really not good at that.
Yeah,
It's for the micro-intensive players.
yeah, I've never played. I don't play Terran. I've never played a 1-1-1, but it feels to me like it's probably one of the most difficult builds to execute in StarCraft. It's
Yeah,
because
I
of how
would
many
agree.
variables there are.
Well, difficult in terms that you can't just follow some order without scouting, right? As with safe builds. But apart from that, it's kind of similar. I don't see a gas though, so it will probably be
Yeah, it's a 15
standard
cc.
play.
Bojack's gonna get in here and he's gonna see the missing gas. Actually runs past the CC as it gets put down too, so yeah, curtain's drawn back. He's gonna take his leave. Inkjet gets into Bojack's base. So it's kind of just a mutual scout, and they're both playing pretty standard, I would say.
Yep, that was a very early layer though.
256 I think it was, which is good.
Yeah, I suppose this is a situation where you just might as well get the lair immediately, not wait for link speed.
And it will probably be to Barracks Academy, right? Yeah, it is. From Inkjet. And
Oh,
Muta
yeah, pretty
from
standard.
Forte.
Muta, yeah.
Oh, this is scary.
Yeah,
Memory.
these things are actually getting on top of the Marines. Well, as long as you protect one single Marine, I guess it's okay. Wow.
Yeah, he's in no real danger here, but losing the Marines that's kind of a big deal.
The SCV is still alive, so I guess that's why Inkjet doesn't build the bunker. He sees drones.
Correct, yeah. And this is a good reason to drone too after killing that many Marines. Great time to drone up right now. The Bojack will have the economy that he needs. Thinking about taking that third base.
Oh, that's very early, right? For third base.
Yeah, I think you usually want to have your mutas out first. I think in this case it's okay since he killed so many Marines. He is going to have to be able to defend against this push out though. It's a small push out, but
Yeah.
it can do damage if it's not scouted in time. Actually, Terran's moving back.
You're both correct.
Again.
Yeah, again.
We're always,
He's right.
we're
It is
always
early.
correct.
But you're right, because there's not that many Marines. It's not really a big deal.
Yeah.
It costs 2 creep colonies, so I guess that was the purpose.
Dan
Just
goes
to
down for
show you.
Inkjet. Getting confirmation on the Spire.
There's a very serious small number of Marines here. Like, it's just 7 Marines at the moment. 2 medics.
And I see there is no turret near ramp. I guess Inkjet plans to just cover it with Marines.
Okay,
now
I
there is-
really like the posturing here from Inkjet. 4 turrets in the natural, and just 1 or 2 turrets in the main with your Marines and medics there. I think that's the way to be as Terran. I think that's it. If Zerg's on 2 hatch doing mutas, I think that's the way to go.
Natural kind of seems open to Zerglings now.
And here they come.
Okay.
But yeah, Inkjet just has good fluid movement. I think this is the way to be as Terran. This is great. I think Inkjet's in a pretty good situation. He just has to keep, powering up. The only concern is now Bojack has 3 gases.
And Inkjet doesn't know about third base. Still.
Okay, so we have enough mutas here to make a whole flock, but there's no extra tech going down. And as I say that, there goes the Queen's Nest. And oh, if we're just going straight to Hive, then we're pretty committed to these mutas. So I feel like in this game, Bojack's going to have to get a little bit of damage done with these mutas. Otherwise, he might end up in trouble before Defilers are out.
Oh, there is a lurker upgrade going now.
Is it? Where? I'm blind. Oh, he put it
It's
on
on
3rd. I see it. I see it. Alright.
And I'm guessing from Inkjet it will be push with 3 tanks, 1 vessel, something like that. Actually, there is a armory, so it's
Ooh, that's a Valkyrie in production.
yeah. Tanks and Valkyries. Haven't seen that. So it's interesting.
Also, air weapons kicks in for Zerg.
Wow. Does end up getting the turrets, but with a pretty good repair. Lasted much longer than it should have. And he's got only 6 mutas now.
Yeah, I
More in
think 3
production.
mutas died there.
Yeah,
Oh, and look, Inkjet already moves
Yeah.
out with 1 Valkyrie.
he's got
Yeah,
that
so
Valkyrie. Do you like
this
to
is the
move
point
out
where
here
the game pivots.
with just 1 Valkyrie? Do you want to wait until there's 2, or?
When you kill that many mutas in your natural, why not move out with just 1? We saw how many died, right? It was a good handful.
Yeah, there was only a few left. I think he's made a couple more now, but I think maybe he's got up to... Okay, he's actually got up to 12 now. And there's no lurkers here.
No lurkers, and also the Defiler is not soon, so it looks dangerous for Zerg.
Ooh, 1 Scourge connects, and Bojack goes for the dive. Wow.
Oh my god.
Yeah, that was very desperate.
That was a very strange attack, yeah. That was very unfortunate.
I feel like Inkjet could leave the tanks to mute us and just go in.
I feel like if Inkjet had reinforcements coming right now, this would be a solid closed book, closed case, easy GG. But we'll
Yeah.
see what Bojack can get done with these mutas. He might be able to defend this, but it's looking rough.
Yeah, all the drones got picked up. There's not that many Marines there, though. I think with the Valkyrie, maybe he can still fight the Mutas, but I think this is gonna get cleared. No, looks like it's the Marines are just winning. Wow.
And that should be game.
GG.
There we go.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah, that was a bit of a strange attack, I think, from Bojack. Maybe panicking a little bit. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think chasing that Valkyrie down was probably the pivot there that cost him the game.
Yeah, it was very strange because he flew right over the Marines.
Well, that's an interesting build to steal.
Yeah.
And I already have the rep. That was a nice game.
Yeah, well, basically all the replays are open now, so I think you can probably just go grab it.
Oh, are
Yeah.
they already?
You're free to practice that on me, bud.
I think they are. Maybe it's not implemented yet. I'm not sure, but well, basically everyone now has their replays visible due to the change in policy. So, unless you've opted out, of course. But let's have a look at the next game, which is going to be Bojack versus Veer. So it's going to be our last CVZ of the night. I'm sorry. It's saying, I intentionally play bad every game, so my replays mean nothing. A good strategy, I guess.
He lies. I have yet to beat him.
Maybe that just means you're really bad.
Yeah, it might.
It might. I'm just saying. Alright, let's get into this. It's Bojack versus Veer.
I'm a dad now. I can't be good.
Replay is a little bit laggy. Everything alright there? Forte! What's happening? No! Right, hang on guys. Let's see if we can fix this. Maybe Forte just disconnected or something. I don't know what happened.
That looks like a issue with internet connection.
I guess so.
Forte is not replying as well.
This is like one of those situations where the player's like, he's dropping, but then every once in a while he comes back for like 1 millisecond, and then the countdown stops, and it continues again. Oh, it's taking so long. Oh, I'm gonna go back to this screen. Back to the we'll be right back screen. So what should we do? If he has an issue with his internet, maybe we should continue just the two of us, or?
Yeah, sure. Until Forte comes back, we can pretend to know intricacies of ZVZ. I guess you know the theory. So you are the Forte now.
Yeah, well, the more CVC you play, the more you realize you don't understand it, so... One of those matchups.
Oh, hey, Forte. Welcome
yeah.
back.
I have no explanation.
That makes it sound much more ominous than it really was. Okay, well, the game is, again, I just remade it, so if it's possible, you can try to rejoin it.
My battlement's still logging in.
Alright, we'll wait for a second. Yeah, it's like Shimmer says. Shimmer says CVZ is all just about making lings. That's true.
Yeah, a lot of the time that's just true.
Yeah, actually, I didn't. I got to make, I think, 3 mutas or 4 mutas in my last CVZ. All of preseason, actually. And actually, I really like using mutas. I like muta micro. It's much more fun, I think, than just microing zerglings. But they are the safer option, I think, at my level. Just making circlings, that is. Oh, looks like Forte is back. Okay, let's give this another try then.
Hopefully my ISP cooperates with me.
Fingers crossed. Okay, looks like it's working. We have in the top right corner, ESL Beer. And in the bottom left corner, in the green, it's Bojack.
Just BattleNet things, I guess.
I guess so. So let's see what they're gonna do. And how they want to open up. I don't really have like a good handle on either of these players in terms of how aggressive they are, how much they like mutas, how much they like laying all-ins. I think CVZ is one of those matchups, I think probably like PvP, where doing research on your opponent is very important, if you're able to at all.
Yeah, if you really want to master ZVZ, keep your Overlord where you can see their larva and watch their larva, watch the eggs as they hatch.
Yeah, that's really important. And also just be able to determine like when you have the opportunity to be just a little bit more greedy. So it looks like both players are doing the same build so far, with Bojack just now putting down the pool and Ver doing the same. So it looks like we have a 12 pool from both players. Let's see when the gas gets taken. Probably right now. There we go. So completely mirror
Nice.
builds.
Yeah,
course.
like the first game, right? Veer versus
Yeah.
Atatat.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. In that game we both saw both players do a 12 pool as well. So when there's builds like this, when it's mirrored, it's oh look, there's a hatch in the main for Fur, with a hatch at the natural for Bojack. So yeah, that's gonna be interesting. When you have hatch in the main, it's a little bit easier to defend. It's actually quite difficult to defend a natural hatchery in CVZ. It's just so open, and it's actually not. It's not that profitable until you get a couple more drones out. So that's potentially going to be a factor here. We're going again for that lair first. And Bojack doing the same. So I'm guessing that speed is probably going to be on the way after this. We made 4 links, by the way, and Bojack made 6.
Yeah, traditionally I think you probably want to make 6 right off the bat, unless you already have confirmation your opponent's not also going 6. You know, if you want to try to sneak in drones or whatever.
Yeah, I guess as Ver, maybe you have like a little bit more time if you decide to set up a blockade on the ramp like this.
But see, the only way that could happen is if you drone scout, and then that brings up the question of, do you drone scout in ZVZ?
Yeah. No, you don't.
Yeah, typically, yeah, I don't.
I don't think any of the top players do drones. Maybe there's some kind of weird build that I don't know about where you have the drone scouts. But whenever I see a drone coming to my base, the only thing I can think of is there's going to be some sort of a mega all-in. And the only reason the drone is here is so you can make a sunk in my main.
Yeah, that's typically why.
This happened actually during the last CPL, Season 8. I was in the CVZ and there was a drone scout, and I was so startled, like, oh, where are the links? Where are the links? They have to be coming, but no, they didn't come. It was just a normal drone scout.
Was it on a 4-player map?
It was on... What map was it on? It wasn't Good Night, so yeah, it was a 4-player map. But it was just yeah, it was a drone scout, but there wasn't really much reason to it. But look at how many links Ferris made, by the way. And he doesn't have his speed yet. It's still researching. It's almost done, so it's gonna finish as soon as he hits this natural, I think. And this is so many
his move out
links.
timing is. This is crisp. I really like this move out from Veer.
Oh, there's
Let's
already
see.
a sunken there.
Yeah, I don't necessarily know if this will actually do anything.
I think
because
you
of the
can actually
sunken.
break this. Yeah, I think this is actually enough links. You want to attack only the links as much as you can, and then attack the sunk after that. Because the links actually have higher DPS.
Right.
Delivering additional zerglings
Oh,
now.
Ziki, thanks for the follow, man. I guess the ZVZ brought Ziki here to us. But look at this, Fur is actually moving back. Despite having that many links, I guess he decided that he can't actually hit this. Maybe it's because the mutas just popped out. Maybe he decided he didn't really have the time. Yeah, this is 2 control groups of links, I think. And his own mutas have just hatched.
Alright, now see, the onus is on Veer to do something here. Because Bojack is actually on 2 gas.
Yeah, and
The
he's
longer,
he's droned
longer
up
that
pretty
occurs-
considerably as well. Look at that drone count.
Yeah, a drone difference of 4 in this matchup is huge.
Yeah, absolutely. And like Shimmer says, I think Ver's going to have to do something. He's going to have to do some sort of damage. Otherwise, he's just going to get further and further behind. He is taking his own natural
Yep.
now. We're going to have the first big fight. Oh, one of the mutas gets caught on attack move. Gets picked off. Oh, that's huge, actually. But Ver doesn't seem to want to engage this with the Scourge there.
I think all of those Scourge connected.
Wow, and this is actually a perfectly even fight so far. Who's gonna win this? Looks like just barely Bojack's gonna win this. And now all these links are actually in danger. Oh my god, I just missed it. But the mutas just got picked off by the Scourge. I'm sorry I missed that, guys. And more links coming up. And there's one muta here, but when you have this many links, what's one muta gonna do? He needs to hatch more mutas pronto.
And he's going for the throat.
Oh, Ver actually taking out the Overlords. What an interesting strat. But moving
I
back,
don't know how you
Probably
feel about that.
unintentional, right?
that was definitely intentional. The way he actually moved them towards the Overlords. And you can actually do this in some cases, but I don't actually know when you decide to do that. Looks like this attack ended up a little bit sloppy on Ver's side. He lost a couple links there.
I think Veer is slowly losing control of this game.
Yeah, this is kind of this is going to be a scrappy game from here on out, I think.
Oh, there's that nice patrol micro used right there,
Yes.
Bojack, putting that on display.
And now Ver has 3 hatches. 2 Bojacks, 2. And he's got his own natural gas as well. But Bojack is way up in workers. Like, it's actually ridiculous to see this many drones in the ZVZ. And he's still making drones, actually. He has identified that he's safe for now. So, what's Ver gonna do here? And there's an Evo Chamber coming up. So maybe Ver just wants to Ver just wants to defend as much as possible, maybe, until he can drone back up to a normal level. I don't know if he's identified how many drones there actually are for Bojack. I mean, the Scourge are flying around, but this can be quite difficult to determine just by flying around and trying to micro against these mutas.
And Veer lost all 3 of those Scourge there, and I say 3 because the 4th one actually suicided onto an Overlord.
Ah, yes. He's still sending out these Scourge, but these Scourge are actually keeping Bojack home, at least. I'm actually not sure if Bojack would even want to move out at this point. He doesn't have any kind of vision on Ver's base. He doesn't know what Ver's doing. Fur actually made the Evo chamber. He made his first spore in the main. Look at this. There's another hatch coming up at the third base. And this is an interesting move from Bojack, because now he's putting the question to Fur. Can you take this third hatch down?
Yeah.
But Fur
But Fur
does...
is still behind on the mutas.
Yeah, but he does have a very significant link count, so he might be able to force a cancel on this third hatch here. And he's gonna try it. Yeah,
Will the
that's so
links
many
break
links.
through?
And
Yeah,
he is
that's a
gonna be
big
able
deal.
to... I don't think he's gonna get the hatch,
mutas
though.
are here.
Yeah. That's unfortunate for Fur, because now with that third hatch coming up, having a third gas and this many drones... Oh, actually, never mind. Fur actually droned up way past Bojack at this point.
And Veer's also going the route of Hive. He put down Queen's Nest.
Oh my god. So we are gonna get Hive CVZ here. I wasn't expecting this. That's amazing. We don't get to cast that many Hive CVZ games. So Bojack is gonna have third gas. Same number of hatches, but he is in Hive tech. And he can't pick up this hatch, can he? Oh my god, he's gonna get
Yeah,
very
he's gonna pick
close.
this
Look at
hatch.
this.
Yep.
Oh, he gets
got it.
it. Oh my god. I can't believe he got that. That's
Nice.
amazing.
That's actually a pretty important setback.
Yes. Very much so. It's going to take much longer to get that third gas up and running now. And by the way, speaking of gas, look at how much Fur has banked up here. He's up to 35 drones, so this guy is in it for the long haul.
Wow. Imagine being a full 10 drones ahead of your opponent in ZBZ.
Yeah, that's absolutely ridiculous. But it is one of those games, I think, where just being up in workers is by itself not enough, because it's so complicated with this many hatches, this many units, and Hive tech coming up.
Looks like Bojack finally attacks with like 2 groups of muta.
Yeah, that's a huge amount of mutas. So can he take this down? There's the naturals completely bolted down. There's so many spores here. But he does find the third hatch for Veer. Managed to cancel that. And it looks like Veer is going to cancel the third of Bojack again as well.
Ooh, oh, that was close. Bojack just
God,
going
can
in
you
for the
just take
natural.
down these spores? Oh my god, he's got
Yeah,
so many
he absolutely
mutas.
can.
He's got the +1 armor, but there's a lot of Scourge coming in right now. Oh my god, he is actually just taking down all the spores. How many mutas does he have left? It's still quite a lot.
Yep.
Oh my god, but there's so many more. Veer's gonna lose natural, but I don't think he's gonna lose the main.
Ooh, back at Bojack's natural though.
Oh my god. It's
I see, yeah, it's a nice counter attack.
yeah, this is gone absolutely crazy now. Just massive attacks on both sides, lots of damage, but it looks like Bojack is gonna hold these links here. And let's see where we're at in this game now. So Bojack lost a lot of drones, but I think that's probably okay. He can drone back up again. He's got so many mutas, he's not gonna take any more damage. Fur doesn't have a natural. He's got a main.
But he
that's like-
does have a greater spire.
He does have a greater spire, yeah. And his main is more well defended than Fort Knox.
No kidding.
So, are Devourers even capable of dealing with that many Mutalisks?
Yeah, Devourers are... They're a bit weird in CVC because they get absolutely wrecked by Scourge, is the problem. and they cost a lot of gas. So it may be that he's, I mean, he got a greater spire. Obviously, he wants to go Devour Guardian maybe. But it's,
Oh, yeah,
I
he's
feel
working
it's difficult to make
Guardian.
it work. Oh my god, these Scourge doing so much damage.
Not quite enough though.
So what is the purpose of Guardians here?
Yeah, that's very interesting. I wasn't expecting the Guardians actually. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I'm perplexed here.
Yeah, it feels like the Guardians, they can never get over to Bojack's side of the map, I feel. Unless you kind of, like, maybe he's sneaking them around now. He's just trying to get them over there very slowly, without Bojack noticing, but it feels like they're gonna get picked up by the mutas immediately, right?
Yeah, once they get spotted, they're easy prey.
They're going so slowly. They're even faster than Overlords. I guess maybe the plan here is to just make a ridiculous amount of Scourge and defend them with the Scourge. But I'm not sure, he hasn't made any more. Let's see if he keeps morphing. Oh no, there's a Devourer being morphed. So he is going to go into Devourer. Maybe it actually was a mismorph. It's possible, I guess. So we're finally gonna retake his natural. First Devourer is gonna be out. And I think he realized that he is gonna have to take his natural and defend it, because you're never gonna have enough gas to do anything with this hive tech otherwise.
Devourers spotted.
These Guardians are just gonna get wrecked. Hey, hello to Misclick.
They were supposed to be doing
Yeah,
that, so okay.
yeah. Oh no, oh no. Yeah. Yeah, a refrigerator called it. It was very puzzling to me as well, but I guess that happens. It happens. How much gas is a Guardian actually? I don't know off the top of my head.
Reinforcements arriving.
Oh, Attentat, thanks for the follow, man.
100?
We just cast your games. I'm sorry, you're a little bit late. You have good games though. Look at how many mutas there are. And there's so many more at home. This is just a ridiculous force. You never play with this many units in the CDZ. And there's the first Devourer hit.
Hive as well.
Yes, he is, indeed. So what's he gonna do with the hive? I think you want to get, that adrenaline upgrade, which I'm sure Fur also has as well.
Well, for Bojack, a greater spire would actually be useful for like Guardians to snipe spores and stuff.
Yeah, he's actually getting the greater spire now, and I think he probably has that in mind. Because he actually has the mutas to back this, to defend the Guardians. And he's going back into Lings now as well. Even though the Lings don't have any other upgrades, it might actually be worth to just start...
Zergling
He does have an Evo
reinforcements
chamber.
arriving.
Thanks for the follow, Bagel Pirates. Yeah, so he does have the Evo chamber here, and yeah, actually Ver went for
More
+1 attack.
Zerglings.
Oh no, the
There's
Lings
actually
are here.
nothing here. Wow, this is pure value to get these spores. Look at this unit. This unit right here. There's a Defiler for Ver. It doesn't look like he has the ability to use it yet. I guess he probably doesn't have Consume yet. See? Yeah, it's gonna make him consume right now. These cracklings are so powerful, even at 0 upgrades. And he gets
Yeah,
a
the
natural
DPS is
again.
insane.
And I think that's probably about it.
Yeah, I don't know what Fur can even do from here. Like, he's so
Delivering
far
additional
behind.
Zerglings now.
Yakub, thanks for the follow, man. We're just casting some CVZ here, and things are going wild, man.
Boys, do you see how many Devourers are being made right now for Bojack?
Oh, yeah. Oh my god, are those all Devourers? Oh my god, that's so many.
I feel like this is just like a statement.
the BM Devourer. And look at these Lings here. There's actually nothing to defend this. The third of Bojack is getting attacked here. And these are cracklings with +1, so they are going to be able to snipe this hatch maybe before the mutas get there. No, it looks like they're going to be picked off.
Yeah, should be able to clean this up.
I mean, cracklings are scary, but yeah, it was quick to pull the trigger there and get the mutas over there. And his own lings still have no upgrades. I think at this point you should get the upgrade, because Ver has them as well.
And
I
Ver
mean-
has a hidden third.
I think we're at the threshold where this game's going to come down to these plagues.
The defilers, they don't have anything to eat. So they can't do anything at the moment. Look at that micro, just
Close.
moving those
Almost got that
defilers
one.
around the base. And yeah, there is a hidden
Yeah.
base being taken here by Bojack, but I feel this should have been Ver's hidden base. Ver's actually taken a hidden base as well in the bottom right corner. What a crazy ZVZ this is.
Yeah, I was about to say, this game just gets more and more interesting.
But Bojack is taking the base that has 2 gas in it.
Bojack is Devour Man.
Power Man, yes. So, actually gonna get the scout off here. Actually, the Scourge died so quickly, I'm not sure if they saw anything. But, oh my god, there's so many. Do you think you could set up a contain with this? Is that possible? A Devourer contain? Well, it might not be
Blockade.
necessary, because look at these links just running into the main, and there's almost nothing here. It's almost mined out.
Oh, yeah.
And these are cracklings, but the hive has so much HP, I don't think they're going to be able to get it. Yeah, they got pretty
No,
far though. If they do that one
unfortunately.
more time, it's gone.
Yeah, but he has to get in there again and do that. And look at how many lings Veer has now, with +1, no less.
Oh, he's running them out, so... There's a 5th base going up for Bojack. Has he ever even been on 5 bases in ZVZ in his career? I mean, I haven't. I've never been on 5 base in the ZVZ. 4 cracklings running into that 3rd base, and looks like they are... Well, this is actually very close. Let's go
He's
for
just
the
going
hatch
straight for the
again.
hatch.
Oh my god, are they gonna get it? It survives with 17
17
HP. Oh my god. Oh, it looks like they paused. Like there was a pause there for a second. Yeah, you're not expecting the CVC to take this long. Guess Bojack went up to grab some water.
No, I think he was trying to reply to someone on BattleNet. And it didn't come out right.
Oh, right, because he typed the R. Yeah, Ver has done a lot of attacks in this game that have just barely not worked out for him. He did manage to snipe the 3rd hatch at one point, and just now just barely managed not to do that, but... It's such a strange game. It's such a scrappy game. It's kind of hard to see like where this is even going. I mean, clearly Bojack is way up in supply. He's up in workers. He's up in gas. Up in bases. Up in everything. But Ver is just very relentless and very active on the map and trying to make something happen. So, he's
Yeah, I
gonna
wouldn't
try to
hold
snipe
this
that
game.
hatch, and he's gonna get it this time. Then just runs out. That's amazing. Maybe you can get all these drones here, actually, because there's not that many mutas here to defend.
But he's going to try to snipe this hatch, too.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to be able to do that, but he's going to run up north, and he's going to find this other hatch here. Yeah, so he's not going to be able to do that much damage. He killed a couple of drones, but more importantly, he scouted and he sees exactly what's going on now. And I guess maybe he's going to take another base in response. Yeah, there's the 4th coming up for Ver. I feel that Bojack is actually vulnerable in this position because he has so many hatches. I think it should be possible for Ver to just snipe a couple. But I don't know if he's back in the game yet. just having scouted that, and maybe if he gets his fourth up, he can.
Yeah, but okay, but am I the only one scratching my head here? Because like, if we look at Bojack's natural, why hasn't he just A-moved all of that?
Yeah, it looks like a broken replay almost. I mean, it's not a broken replay, but
Yeah. I don't think it is either because it's still dynamic right now.
yeah, it's clear. It's clearly not broken, I think. But it when you have a broken replay, you have like 10,000 units just at the rally points. There are so many Devourers. They have +3 armor and +1 attack. And I don't know what he's really waiting for. Maybe he's just trying to get like the biggest army. Maybe he's trying to max out.
Yeah,
These
maybe
drones.
it's,
Oh my god,
sending
what's
the message,
happening
as you
here?
said earlier.
These drones are actually, the
Is-
hatch is not done yet, so the drones were doing long distance mining. And yeah, that's the issue. You can't really defend all these locations at the same time.
But is it the issue? Because he has 3,000 minerals and gas anyway.
Yeah, maybe it's not the issue actually, yeah. So, Ver has his Devourers as well. He has the Filers. If Ver manages to get like an amazing plague off, I think he could get back into this game, but it's gonna be difficult. I mean, there's a reason we never see this at the pro level. It's just, it's very hard to pull off these tricks. But when it does happen, then the Filer is the way that they usually go. In a high-level CVC that goes to supreme late game. So it looks like Ver is going to try to take out this corner base here. Very carefully went up to the base with his Defilers and his Devourers and his Mutas. But yeah, maybe we're going to see that attack move here now. Oh my god, at the other side of the map, there's actually a huge attack going on as well from Bojack.
Yeah, Bojack finally attacked.
Yeah. So both sides losing a base, that's pretty huge. And there's not that much to defend here, so Bojack might actually lose another base. Meanwhile, Link's being sent out to the natural, I believe. Yeah, there goes the
This
fourth
game
base.
is crazy.
Yeah, this game is absolutely wild, man. What a crazy game.
If they would just have an air battle, it would come
look-
down to Plague. And
Lynx are actually running
Bojack's
up into the
upgrade.
main, and they're gonna try to snipe that hatch, maybe? No, it looks like they're just going for the spores. And meanwhile, there's a huge attack here. Devourer versus Devourer, and who's gonna win this? I don't know. This is like impossible to call. Even Flash couldn't call this battle that's going on here. But I think Bojack has more.
I think Bojack has it.
I think Bojack has it, right? There's so many acid spores here
yeah.
now. There goes the entire Air Force for Ver. And what does he have left now? Ver has a little bit of a bank, but that's gonna run out very quickly. He's got no mineral patches left. Meanwhile, Bojack is retaking his corner base. Yeah, I think Ver is not going to be in this game for much longer, despite the fact that he still has quite a lot of mutas. Again, I
it
think
matters,
it's the...
though. He's so far behind in upgrades.
Yes, that's absolutely right. With the +3 on the mutas. These mutas just don't die. If you can get a plague off... Oh, there's the plague. I don't think it's going to matter.
It just doesn't matter.
Gets another plague off on the Devourers as well. Wow. I mean, the plague was amazing, but he's got nothing left. He's making one last hatch now, and if that gets killed, it's over. There's no more mineral patches left. He's long distance mining. Lings are being sent out, but these are just going to be defended. very easily, I think. I mean, Bojack doesn't care about this hatch. He can lose the hatch.
Yep, he has a lot of resources still.
Yeah, I mean, he's got this
Oh,
corner
these
base is gonna
lurkers.
fall now, but there's lurkers here,
Lurkers.
so. Oh my god, that's beautiful. This is not something you see every day. And Lynx are running into the main now. Oh, they're gonna take off this Thunk first, and yeah, they're just gonna kill everything. There's nothing left here. It's GG.
There we go. Good game gets
What
called
a
right here.
yeah, what an amazing CVC. What an amazing CVC. Yeah, this was a special one for sure. It was a great game from both players.
It was a very passive game from Bojack.
Yeah, that's right. It was very
Yeah.
passive. He was very conservative. I guess maybe because it's such a strange situation, you don't get into this kind of CVC very often.
I guess so, yeah.
I was expecting like another 5-minute CVC, maybe 10 minutes, but wow, that was a long one.
It was a really nice looking glass view into
Yes.
the potential of late game ZVZ.
I was saying I would have liked to see Ultras Mass Devourers. Would have been interesting, yeah. I always wonder about Ultras in CVC because I feel that they're so weak to Hydras, which is not something you ever think about, but Hydras can have very high DPS when you've got a bunch of them together. It's strange. These are like unit combinations that we just don't see that much.
Oh, but I'll take any game for a CPL cast that involves Defilers in ZVZ, Devours in ZVZ. Damn, dude, I'll take Cracklings even.
Yeah.
Like, that was an awesome game.
So let's have a look here. There's a Protoss in this group as well. I'm sorry about that, everyone. I tried to get a group without Protoss, but we'll have to do with just one Protoss game, unfortunately.
Good enough, good enough. It's okay.
Good enough. And
Yeah, you
this
can't
is...
not have Protoss at all. That's just reality.
Yeah, it's just a part of the game. I know. Maybe they'll try to remove it in a future patch, but yeah, this is gonna be Grast. Grast is from Let Us Attack, one of my guys, one of our guys, Crowbar, and he's been very successful in Season 8. So let's see how he does here against Ver, who's also a part of Let Us Attack. Let me just switch over. There we go. Oh, I'm sorry. I saw that Forte wasn't in the game. Oh my god. I thought you were in the game already. Oh, I'm sorry.
We didn't have Crowbar.
Oh, Crowbar. What happened to Crowbar? Where'd you go?
I just didn't see the icon to join, so...
Oh, alright. My bad, guys. My bad. Okay, let's try it again.
Yep, there we go.
Okay, in the top right corner, in the brown, it's Grast. In the bottom left corner, it's Ver.
In TVP, I know that Grast doesn't play very standard. Usually builds some like Corsairs or stuff like that. But I don't think I've seen his PvZ.
I've switched over the colors, get that red and blue going. Yeah, Grast.
Fear's a
Go
color
ahead.
picker, yeah? Because he's in
Yeah.
magenta.
Yeah, he's always magenta. He likes the magenta color.
And if my eyes didn't deceive me, I think a Tentat was always painted white.
Oh, maybe. Maybe. I didn't notice that, but yeah, that makes sense. I think he was white a couple times. Grast putting down his Pyro Natural. See what he makes. I think it's going to be a gate. There it is. So, Grast's games, I think, are always interesting. I mean, not just because he did a pro brush against So in last season in the finals, but yeah, he's just a very good player. He practices a lot, and he always comes up with very dynamic builds. Meanwhile, Burr has actually done a 9 pool with a extractor trick. Placing
Yeah, I
his,
was about to ask
yeah,
if it was 9 pool.
he placed his spawning pool in this location to boost the topmost drone. Make it mine a little bit faster. Grad's gonna try to make a pylon here to block the hatch.
Maybe
Oh,
if he had
amazing
money.
micro! Look at that. Ver actually drives off the probe. That's really amazingly done.
Oh, and it is 2 gates.
That's right, there's 2 gates. 2 gates in the wall, which is kind of interesting. Usually
Yeah,
I see
you
the 2
usually
gates in
don't
the
see
main.
this.
Look at that. How many zealots do you need to wall this off? You need 3, right?
Yeah.
3 or
They're gonna come out
4,
in
looks
time?
like that.
Oh, but Ver actually doesn't try to run by. I guess he decides it's not worth it. It's probably too dangerous. And there's the forge.
Yeah, and in fact, I think really he should be continuously making Zerglings at this point. Knowing how many zealots are out here and possibly coming towards him, now he has confirmation.
Yeah, he actually makes another hatch, which is interesting. I would expect a few more links first, but I guess he thinks he can fight this with just 2 hatch for now, with 300 minerals spent on an extra hatch. And Sunk is gonna have to come down. I feel like these, yeah, they can just walk into the main. This is really dangerous now. I think
Yeah,
Ver is gonna need some very good drone drills here to get out of this one.
This is going to be real tight.
Oh, but the drone drilling is very good. Look at that. Wow. Amazing. These zealots didn't do anything. Wow. That was an
I'm
amazing
thoroughly
drone drill.
impressed.
Yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great micro by Ver. This zealot only picks off like 2 lings, I think, and now Ver's got 3 hatch, and I think he's looking very good here. I think he's going to be able to get his 3rd base up as well. Speed is almost done, so this Protoss is going to be completely shut in for the moment.
Yeah, and I
think
guess he can redrone very fast, right? From 3
Yeah, I
hatch.
think so. I think so, and I think from here, Grast
yes.
is not feeling very comfortable.
It's
This-
at this point that there's an inflection point because Veer is catching up very quickly in worker count.
Yeah. Look at that, already up to 20 drones. He had 12 just 30 seconds ago. He hasn't taken his 3rd base yet. Making his Hydra then, so he is gonna go into Hydras instead of Spire. And when you're Grast, you know, you can't see what's going on here. He does have a probe out on a map, so he could try to run that down before the Corsair is ready to scout.
Yeah, there it goes right now.
So he's gonna see this Hydra Den very quickly. Nothing
Wow,
here
Veer
to
just
block it.
pumping drones.
Yeah. It's very tempting, I think, in a situation like this to not do so, to just go aggressive, but this is the right thing to do, I think. But I wonder when he's gonna try to take his third.
Well, you think about it from Veer's perspective. Look at his vision coverage of Protoss. Like he's got both of his overlords at the top and the bottom, and then the Zerglings there in the middle. Like he's gonna see everything, so he knows he can get away with drone.
Can I ask a question? Did the drone, did the probe actually go down to confirm the Hydra Den?
Oh, I missed it.
I don't think it did, actually. Maybe he just assumes it's there. I don't think it went down far enough. It checked the third base, saw that there was nothing there, and then it just moved down to this this corner base here.
Yeah, I think it was just searching for a third.
So Albert's
And
saying
now-
that probably Mutas would have actually been a more logical choice here, so that's interesting. Yeah, there's only 2 cannons. There's a cannon in the main as well, so maybe he was actually expecting Mutas here. Oh, first core shot getting picked off immediately. That's really, really a shame. But he actually managed to cancel the third base with the Zealots that was hidden in the corner base. More Zealots moving out. They don't have +1 yet, it's still upgrading. And... oh, almost gets that drone. It gets away with 1 health. That's amazing. So it's gonna get caught by the Lynx. Oh, the Lynx just run past.
Yeah, he had vision. He's gonna go for the dive while the rest of these cannons are morphing in, but oh, they're done.
Yeah, meanwhile, these extra zealots, you really would like to have these defending right now, I feel. I think he's gonna hold it. He's got just enough cannons here. He's got Storm almost done. And is +1 gonna finish? I think it's just barely gonna finish.
Yeah, it for sure will.
There it
And
is,
he's already
yeah.
building a new fort in main.
Yeah, there it is, +1. So I think, in all, this was not bad for Grast at all. Managed to get his +1. Managed to hold the Hydra bust. Doesn't manage to get the DT out, unfortunately. Yeah,
I'm
that's
surprised
very...
how far the Overlord detection went.
Yeah, that's right, yeah. So as Fur, you're never gonna bust this, I think. So this game is gonna go on. And Gateway's coming down now for Grast.
He does need to be careful with these Hydras, though, because, and that's why.
Oh, there it is. There it is. That was a very juicy storm. And another one is almost ready.
I think Beer wants to go for the throat here.
Yeah, but I don't really see this working.
No, he's researching lurkers. I think he just wants to contain and sit here forever.
Yeah, you may be right. Yeah, he's droning back at home. Alright.
Yeah, looks like Fur are gonna give up that position outside the natural. It's too dangerous. And I guess both sides are just gonna power from here. Scouting probe, little Pep, still alive. In the top left corner.
Yeah, I can't believe that thing is still out there.
Yeah. Still the same probe.
Grast really wants to know if Veer takes double gas expansion.
Yeah. He's just like, if he takes this one, I'm gonna nail him. I'm gonna nail him so hard.
Alright, we need some miracle storms here.
That's a good one.
It's good timing.
Oh,
because
that's a nice
lurkers
one
are
too.
not ready. And he sneaks the probe out for the third.
Yeah, from here you can't really contain anymore, I feel. The third is up. It's just not doable to contain the Protoss.
It's still valuable to try to
Oh,
control
look at that,
this
sniping some of the
particular area.
Templars. That's a very nice storm. Burrowing the lurkers as well. That's quite nice. Observers are
And
still...
there are no observers, right?
There's no observers and they're still a ways out, so... These lurkers are gonna be uncontested except through storms. Meanwhile, there is a big, it's a bit of a medium-sized move out here. They're not gonna be able to get in. There's not quite that many zealots that you can just run up. And, you know, without storm, you're never gonna do anything about those lurkers. So this is a
like
bit annoying.
Veer is okay with Grast taking third, and he's just taking fourth.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
he's just taking us fourth.
Yeah, there's nothing you can do about it, I think, at this point. When there's this many units coming out and there's storm, it's difficult to deny the third in this situation. Well, DT is hiding out here, the fourth base. The Overlord just fly over, so... Oh, the drone's gonna get sniped. DT gets his kill.
I'm sorry, do we have an observatory?
Well, it's building right now. It's actually
there
kind
it
of
is.
amazing, yeah. When he first burrowed those lurkers, I thought he was gonna get the observatory right away, but he actually, he just waited a little bit more. I guess Grast is someone who's just way too cool. It's like, oh yeah, I can wait a little bit, I'm not scared of these lurkers. They're actually doing quite a lot of damage. Yeah, this feels quite dangerous for Grast now, actually. Because there's really not that much protecting his third. He does have the cannons there. But no observatory is really making these lurkers way more of a headache than they should be.
The Templars are just near Nexus.
Yeah, he's gotta get those out there. This is Veer's game to lose. It's like, he's in such a commanding position.
Yeah, especially when you look at the supplies here. Your supply is massive for this stage of the game. That DT is still there. Amazing.
I think they always say that in PvZ, if Zerg's supply is even, then Zerg is ahead, right? But
Yeah.
Veer is ahead in supply.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Yeah. Yeah, this is pretty rough for Grast.
He
This
does
is
at
an
least
extremely uphill battle.
he is at least keeping up with the upgrades, so that's pretty good. At the very least, you need to have decent upgrades to be able to break out of a situation like this. It feels like Grast is constantly on the verge of being broken here. Just barely manages to survive each time.
Yeah, it does feel like that.
Well, he does pick off the Hydras, enough Hydras that he's not going to get busted at this moment. And it seems that Fur is not sending in more reinforcements, so...
What's he doing? He's like targeting that pylon.
Yeah, the Artosis pylon, except it's not. There's another one behind it. It's like, that must be the one pylon that's holding everything together, but no. Sorry.
There's another drone for DT. Just coming close.
Well, he does have his hive tech already, so... Okay, very well done by Protoss to break out of here and get some breathing room and get some presence on the map. Backing up this high ground now, picking up all these lurkers that were left behind. And
Beer needs to be careful.
Yeah, Pro has actually managed to take a couple of very good fights. Beer not really doing enough damage with that attack and actually plummeted in supply compared to the Protoss. So I think this game is going to go on. It might even be longer than our last CVC.
That is true.
Can you believe that a CVP being longer than the CVC? That's insane.
That's crazy.
Not how the matchup's supposed to work, right? +3 attack now for Grast. That's pretty good. Yeah, it's with...
Was it
Sorry, go ahead.
was it the point where Archons start killing Zerglings in one shot, right? 3 attacks.
Oh, yeah, maybe. Yeah, because they've got 35 health. I guess maybe it depends on the armor.
I think even if you have +3 armor as Zerg, it still one-shots them.
Okay. I didn't know about that, actually. Yeah, Archons are pretty damn good against Lings. So Grast is now going to try to deny this 4th base, and there's only lurkers here and a couple of Lings.
Oh, this is numero 5.
Yeah, it looks like he is going to be able to deny this just in time, I think. We're having to fight up a hill, and that's an amazing storm. Look at all those lurkers just dying. Really amazing attack by Grast. I think he's like totally back in the game now.
Yeah, it seems so. He's
Yeah.
even ahead, probably.
Yeah, he's
Making
got
bottom
his...
right, uncontested, I think puts Grast back in this game.
Yeah, absolutely. This 4th base is so important for him. Especially if he can keep denying that 4th base for the Zerg like that. Sorry, I mean, technically he's going to be the 5th base, but the place where you normally take your 4th. I think that is doable for him.
Delivering additional
Well,
Zerglings
now
now.
hold on, because Fear's got Defilers and Consume's done. So let's see. Let's see.
And their Lings are being eaten. By the way, thank you for the follow, Swan Runner. Appreciate it. Been watching some crazy games here today. I mean, that CVC was a treat, but this is a very good game as well, this late game PvP. And you can just see the supply spiking here. Both sides, I think, are gonna be maxing out eventually.
Here we go. The big granddaddy fight.
Yeah. And it's so hard to attack move in as Zerg in this case with the storms going down. There's no plagues yet. Let's see if he throws down a couple. There we go.
Wonderful.
Yeah, it's so great to be able to plague Protoss units because they can't recover. mean, they've got the shields, and the shields regen, but shields take full damage from everything, so they go down really quickly. Look at all these lurker eggs being made at the 4th base.
Ooh, bottom right. Catch it now.
Yeah.
Woohoo, that's a lot of work.
Oh, he's actually passing the 4th base.
Yeah, I
Oh,
expected him to
no,
drop
he
out
goes
to
back. He
somewhere.
goes back.
Turns around.
No, this is the base I want. There we go.
Nice.
Very nice, very nice. Very well done.
Sacks the Zealot, gets a ton of drones, saves both the Templars, gets out. Nice and clean.
And now he's gonna go to the natural, but there's actually nothing here. Oh. I guess he still has energy for storms, but meanwhile, if we're trying to break this 4th base with Protoss, there's so much storm here. I don't know if he's going to be able to do that. And there's actually just one swarm. There's not enough energy for a second one.
Grast's storms are just so good.
Yeah, it looks like Grast is going to punch through this small detachment of troops up here in the, what do you call it, this bridge over here. The Protoss army is actually very strong right now. Just attacks going on all over the place. It's like at this moment, Fer doesn't really have his army quite in the right place. But he is being able to, he is starting to chew through this Protoss army right now. It looks like the Protoss army is going to fall.
This is insane. Just Lynx eating everything.
Yeah. And those cracklings, man. You're at +2 attack. They're going to be +3 soon, probably.
Well, we just learned that you don't really need to micro if you have a bunch of Zerglings.
Oh, it's Protoss is the micro race, man. It's, you know. And there's another Dark Swarm, and let's see if he can actually break the space this time. Look at him, he's just waiting for the storms to pass.
Oh, these storms are
Oh
so
my
good.
god. Well, he didn't wait long enough, because, yeah, all those lurkers getting picked off. Oh, he had actually the energy for another Dark Swarm, but the fighter was glitching out there, so... There's only one... Oh, there's 2 links left. But Grast actually making Reavers now. So he is going to be able to defend this base even with Dark Swarm. And look at all the red on the minimap. He is determined to break this base, and you know what? I actually think he can do it this time. Because there's not that many cannons left, and there's one Reaver, but I think there's enough here to pick that off. I think if this base falls, then the game just ends for Grast. He doesn't have the economy to keep doing this for much longer.
Wow. Got this
The
one
Filer
just before it died.
getting no scoped by the Reaver. But that Reaver's going down, and everything else here is going to go down very quickly. The probes are not going to be able to escape, because there's too many lurkers here. So this base is going to go down, and there's nothing that can stop it, really. There's Protoss units moving out, but... yeah, unless maybe if they kill this base, they can make a game out of it. But I'm not sure they're going to be able to. Hang on, actually, there's nothing to defend here, so I think Protoss maybe is going to take down this base.
Oh, he's being chased down by Zerglings, though.
Yeah, there's actually quite a lot coming now. There's so many Zerglings, and they are not +3 yet, but yeah, they're so strong. Yeah,
I think Veer's army is just going to meet just in time.
Yeah, I think this is going to get cleaned up. There's just Dragoons here, and storms are coming up. So that's pretty good. Takes out all the links. But still, there's just not enough to actually do any damage to the Zerg here.
No, I think Veer's wrested control of the entire map now at this point. Even taking top left. If that's uncontested, game's completely over.
Yeah, there's lots of different ways for Ver to win the game from here, I think.
Yeah, even now, I think this is probably a tough uphill battle for Grast.
Definitely, yeah. He's also almost mined out.
Yeah, there's nothing left in his third base. First, just he's gonna try to break the space, I guess. There's Reavers here, so I don't think he's gonna be able to do that very easily. But yeah, I think at this point it's just a matter of time. There's no way I think that Grast can make another army that can stand up to the Zerg at this point to be able to claim another base. And we're actually taking every other base.
He just doesn't have the money. And like losing all these little units here and there is really critical at this point when your economy is completely kaput.
Grast is going to try to do another storm drop at the bottom base here. If he is. I don't think this is going to do anything really. I mean, Bert doesn't really care about this, to be honest. He's still up 20 workers even after that storm.
Yeah, and he has like 10 hatcheries to build
Yeah.
drones from if needed.
At this point, Fear is like, he's like Thanos. Just snaps his fingers and things happen. Yeah, it was a very good game by Fer, I think. I mean, Grast is not a bad opponent by any means. He's a very strong Protoss player, but Fer just totally outplayed him in this game in just about every way. Grast did manage to almost stage a comeback in the mid-game.
And there's even Muta to kill the...
Yeah, at first, like, I don't like these Reavers here. I'm gonna hard counter them. I don't care how much money it costs. Just get them out of the game, and then we can destroy the space, and the game's over. But yeah, Grast is not gonna have... Very soon he's not even gonna have money for Scarabs.
Still getting amazing storms off.
Yeah. He is fighting, that's for sure. But this Reaver doesn't even have Scarabs. He still has some money left, but yeah. I think he's just gonna do one more push with his remaining units, and then he's gonna GG. Y2Kid in the chats, welcome. Cheating on you with other casters. Yeah, well, you know me, I have an open relationship with the casters, man. That's me.
Giggity.
Oh yeah, this
So
is
this is it.
This is like, yeah, first gonna have to grab all of his control groups.
If he has any.
Yeah, just box select everything and then move it down there. Actually, where's all his units, man? It's like, I guess his units are taking care of all the probes at the third base. It's actually a very nice attack by the Protoss, considering he's actually gonna get the hive, I think. It's kind of amazing. I don't think it's gonna matter, but yeah. It's at least something. There are no more upgrades to deny, so it doesn't matter that he's getting the Evo chamber. There's no drones in the main, so the PT doesn't even make a difference. I think the only reason Grast was able to do this attack is because Fer just kind of mentally already won the game. It's like, yeah, the game's over, I don't have to do anything. But it's just cleanup duty now for Fer. Picking up those Reavers, very nice. Okay, you got all the gas drones. For the depleted geyser. He's actually gonna get all the tech. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah, I think for now, Veer can only build Muta. Spawning pool is still rebuilding.
Yeah, look at all those larvae, man. There's nothing going on, but he still has enough units around the map. So I think with these links coming in, he's gonna be able to. Well, he won't be able to kill the DTs, but I think he can kill everything else. Actually, it's not that many
It's just a
links.
matter of time.
Yeah, the mutas do come back. A little bit of muta micro practice for Veer. He's probably thinking to himself, like, get out of my game, man. This game's over. Good game, well played. Yeah, that's it. That's it.
GG.
GG, yeah.
What
Very
a
nice
great
game. Yeah. Very well played by both players.
Grast storms, though.
Yeah, those were amazing. Very good storms. Getting so much
It's
value.
like his own Twitch emoji now. Just Grast storm.
Yeah. Well, Grast is like, he's the probe rush guy, so I don't know. I think we want to give him the probe. Oh, he's also done DWAP, so I don't know. This is just he's a guy of many talents, you know.
Indeed, indeed. I think the only bad trait of Grast is that he never admits that Protoss is the easy race.
Yeah.
Apart from
Yeah,
that, he's a great
Last
person.
game is up. It's gonna be one more game by Fear. Is there something wrong with my internet? It's like you guys have like really bad ping at the moment.
Looks good to me.
You're both green to me.
Oh, okay. It was like for a moment. You're both back in the green now. For like one moment, you were both reds. Okay, I guess we're good to go then. Nightcat saying, "Uh-oh, I think maybe my stream had a hiccup or something." Yeah. Okay, I think we're back now. I think it's all good now. Let's see. I hope everything stays stable. So let's get into this game. This is Fur versus Inkjet. And this is going to be our final game of the night. And you know what? It's going to be on Eclipse. So in the top right corner, we've got Fur. Complaining that the map is UMS. You know, Fur's a caster, so he understands. He understands that when you go UMS, both players turn red when you switch colors, but that's okay. We got decent colors here. In the bottom left corner, it's Inkjet. Is that a problem? Yes, it's a problem, definitely. It's definitely a problem. Caster's gonna be mad at you.
No, this is not a problem. These are like the two best colors for these races.
And they're pretty good colors, yeah. It's totally fine. Hive pool? No, I don't think so. I think he's making drones. What? This
Whoa,
SCV going
what's
around.
Inkjet up to? Yeah.
This is gonna be an Atrax, I think.
It looks like that, yeah. And very far forward as well.
Yeah, this is not a place you're ever gonna scout. Like, you may, if you're drone scouting, you may like peek like down here, or maybe down, I don't know if you can make it here, but this is where you sometimes see them. But yeah, this is never gonna get scouted. So this is gonna hit
This
hard.
is BBS.
Oh, you're right. There's a second SCV coming up. Oh wow.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
I guess this game is gonna be short.
Yeah,
This is-
Inkjet didn't want to play 3 TVZs in the group.
But what is Fer gonna do? What kind of build is he gonna do here?
He's 12 hatch. It's what are you gonna do?
Yeah, it's 12 hatch. It's the most standard opener for Zerg versus Terran. And this is, you know, I'm actually wondering why I don't see this more often on this map, because it looks very strong.
You mean BBS?
Yeah,
I think it just loses to 9 pool.
yeah.
Yes, it does.
I mean, it
So
does.
it's
Yeah.
Sort of.
This
Inkjet
is-
is hoping that it's 12 hatch.
Look
that
at
he
this
wins, but
deny of the
Oh
scout, by the way. That
my.
was amazing, Micro. Wow.
That was super
That
Gosu.
was amazing, yeah. It was like flash, 5-second flash for Inkjet there.
Yeah, but if the drone went up and saw sort of nothing, what would be the reaction? Sunken in the main?
Yeah, I don't
Like that.
know that there's really much you can do.
Well, he's pulling the drones.
I see. Okay.
This is making me reconsider playing 12 Hatch on this map.
Yeah, seems like the game is
Yeah.
over.
The problem with this is I think this might be misinterpreted as a forward 8 racks instead. And there's
Oh.
considerably more Marines here than Veer's probably expecting.
Yeah. Bunker's coming up, and yeah. There was a drone pool, but it wasn't really quite enough. You're never gonna get a sunk up, and the Lings they're making now, but I don't think you can hold this in any way.
Yeah, I
Because-
think Veer's toast here.
Yeah, I mean he's making Lings in the natural, but those are just gonna get picked off or damaged. So Lings are gonna be able to counter, so that's quite nice actually.
Alright,
But
so
it's
there's...
needs bunker in the main to save his main.
Yeah. Well, there's a good number of Zerglings there.
Yeah, I don't think they can pick off this many SCVs if the SCVs are properly drilled though. I'm not sure. Marines are coming down, so I think he should be able to hold this, but in the meantime, he's gonna try to bust the bunker.
It's going to come down to the SCV micro here, I think.
Yeah, but the SCV gets picked off, and he's actually gonna clear this bunker, I think. Just barely clears it. Oh my god, that was amazing. And now he's taking down this bunker as well.
Ultralisks ready for command.
Zykopath_Dosme and
God.
just subscribed.
The problem is Veer has 2 drones now.
Yeah. 2 drones, that's incredible. By the way, Dustman, thanks for the subscription, man. That's amazing. Thank you. This, I just noticed that Manadog subscribed to me and Dustman subscribed to me as well. I'm not used to that actually. I'm never been subscribed to before, so thanks guys. That's really nice. Hope you enjoy the casts. There's actually quite a lot of Lings running around here. Do you think he has any chance at just
Uh-oh.
hacking in? And I mean, he's gonna surround these Marines and trade very well, and from there he can actually camp the barracks.
Yeah, big uh-oh.
Did we actually maybe call this too soon? I mean, you're never gonna make another Marine at this point, right?
If there was no bunker in the main, maybe, but like this,
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah, I agree. There's
You're
a
right.
bunker with 3 Marines in it, so I think he'll be alright.
Yeah, he's got this many SCPs. He can drill the SCPs to the gas. There's a lot of Lings though.
If he just keeps his cool, macros up, it keeps this bunker alive. Thinking Jet will be in a good position.
Wolfix complaining about the position of the barracks. It's a little bit far away. Marines moving out. Gotta be careful with that. The Lings do get on top of the bunker, but I think it's getting repaired in time. Are they gonna be able to break through? No, I don't think so. That's it. That's all the Lings, and now we have a PVZ where the Zerg has only 6 drones. Look at this. Inkjet is actually floating the barracks in, and I think he's gonna land barracks. He's just gonna make Marines. What are you gonna
Fire
do
back.
here? I guess there's no tech for the... Oh wait, the academy is there. Yeah.
Yeah, the academy's there.
Yeah. Well, this is gonna be a fun ending if that's how it goes. But he's actually making Marines from the other wrecks now, which is interesting. I'm not sure if Fear has actually seen this. Oh, he is. Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he knows.
Yeah, that's a bit of a shame. We don't get the style points ending. And Fear is actually just droning up. Could this
Yeah, he
game
wants
just
to-
stabilize? Is that possible?
Sort of, I guess. But I feel like it's just a matter of another attack from Inkjet.
Oh, he's gonna get his sunks up.
I think Inkjet just has to move in.
If you move in here against these sunks and you don't get them, then it's like totally even again.
They're too far apart though. They
That's
can't
right.
fight together.
Yeah, the placement's not very good. Oh, but the Marines are on move command for a second there. So there's a smattering of Marines and there's one medic. What can they do? Oh, actually there's two medics. Is Stim? Can they do it before the other Suns finish?
They definitely can.
Oh, but the other Sunk is still there as well. He is going to be able to pick off these two Sunks in the front though, and I think that's going to be game. They can get behind the minerals now. The Natural is completely lost. There's the first fire bet, and that's a GG, yeah.
There's the GG, yep. Nice play
GG.
by Inkjet.
Yeah. Very well executed. So, just very well done. We had quite a lot of like different games in this cast.
I think we got spoiled. These were some of the best games I've seen in months.
Yeah, absolutely. I actually just picked this group at random. Like, I didn't know what kind of games they were. It wasn't recommended to me. Just thought, well, this looks like a nice group. Got some good games here. Good players. And yeah, it's been a treat. Thanks for casting with me, guys.
Totally, man.
Thank you
Thanks
for having us.
me.
Yeah, and let's see if we can maybe get some more casts out. We are going to have a little bit of downtime now in CPL. Let me switch over.
And everywhere as well for
everywhere,
holidays.
Yeah. That's right, yeah. Switch over to the sweet tunes here for a moment. But yeah, we're going to have a little bit of downtime, and we are going to have the team reveal stream on January 2nd. I don't think we've set a date time for it yet, but it's probably going to be in the evening in Europe time. And afternoon for the US. And yeah, at that point we're going to be having the team reveal. We're going to divide everyone to teams, and then we're going to get a week to get your team names and get your team logos done. And then we're going to start with the regular season. Until that point, I think we're going to keep casting a couple of games from the preseason. See what games we have left. We've actually cast quite a lot of games so far. We've actually already passed 24 hours of casts.
Oh,
it's pretty
and
impressive.
It's not even
actually.
started yet. Just preseason.
Yeah, just preseason. Yeah, so it's yeah. I mean, Iron's been really casting a lot. Like every single time he casts, it's like 4 or 5 hours. So
yeah, I've seen some of those and the posts put up in the caster upload. He's a monster.
yeah, he is. Yeah. I mean, his first cast was like he picked out I think 4 groups or something, and I looked at that and I said to him, "Well, are you sure you want to cast 4 groups? It's going to be like almost a 5-hour cast." And he said, "No, it'll be fine. It'll be fine." Yeah, it was a 5-hour cast.
I think I did maybe like one of those last season. It takes stamina, let me tell you.
Yeah. I don't know how guys like that do it. I don't know. This has been like a 2-hour cast. I think just over 2 hours maybe. And
this feels just right.
Yeah, I think so. I think so too. Yeah. If we had like another hour of games, it would actually be pretty exhausting, I think.
Yeah, it would. I think we would push through it, but
yeah.
No.
So yeah, I think this is just about it. We've had some very amazing games here, and I hope we see more of these players in the regular season later on. So once again, thanks for casting with me, and to everyone watching, thanks for joining, and we'll see you in the next cast.
Thank you, everyone, and happy holidays.
Happy holidays. See ya.
Happy holidays.
See ya. Bye-bye.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Guys, you guys still here? I totally forgot. We have to raid someone. Oh no. Oh no. How did I forget? But who's actually streaming? Yeah, I'm such a noob, man. Okay, who are we gonna raid? You have any suggestions? There's only 3 people live on my followers list, so... Herb. Yeah, let's raid Herb. Alright, let's go. Goodbye everyone. Thanks for joining.